Students, in this video, we would be discussing about regional economic integration. Now, what does regional economic integration is? Regional economic integration means when two neighboring countries or more than two neighboring countries enter into a common agreement of trade and they allow free movement of goods, factors of production from one country to another country. So when company lifts uh, legal restrictions regarding movement of goods, services, workforce from one country to another country, and they create a common marketplace for the promotion of trade between two or among more than two countries. That is known as regional integration. Regional integration helps the countries to promote the trade and to promote cooperation among the countries itself. So regional economic integration helps to address various issues of the neighboring countries and to promote trade. So basic idea of regional economic integration is the promotion of trade, promotion of economic support to their neighboring countries, and developing a common marketplace. So when we're talking about regional economic integration, we are having various forms of economic integration. We are having four types of economic integration. The first type of economic integration is free trade area. This is the most basic form of economic cooperation. Member countries remove all barriers to trade between themselves, but are free to independently determine the trade policies with non-members nations. Like NAFTA is there. So NAFTA is North America Free Trade Agreement. It is an agreement between three countries, that is America, Mexico, and Canada. And what they're doing is these three countries have entered into a common agreement through which they are allowing the movement of goods freely among these three countries. So that is known as free trade area type of regional economic integration. Second type of regional economic integration is custom union. This type of economic integration provide for a free trade zone. So barriers to trade are removed between member countries. The primary difference between free trade area and custom union is the members agree to trade between non-members in case of custom unions. But in case of free trade area, members do economic activity between the agreement members country only. But in case of custom union, trade can be happen between non-member countries in a similar manner. For this, we are having Gulf Cooperation Council. Third type of economic integration is common market. Under common market, for the economic integration, market between member countries, what they are doing, they allow trade between the member countries. So trade barriers are removed as there are restriction on the movement of labor and capital between member countries. Like custom union, there is a common market trade policy for trade with non-member nations. The primary advantage to workers is that they no longer need a visa or work permit to work in another member country. So, like we are having common market for Eastern and Southern Africa. That is an example of common market. Third type of economic integration is economic union. In this type of economic integration, country enter into an economic agreement to remove barriers to trade and adopt common economic policies. For this example is European Union. So we are having four types of economic integration. Now there are certain advantage and disadvantage of economic integration. The first merit of economic integration is trade creation. When two or more than two countries enter into a common agreement to promote the trade between the countries, so it created trade creation between the countries. So one country companies can access the market of another country without any restriction. So the area of operation is expanded, trade has been created, and economic benefits is been driven by the companies by operating in more than one country. So through economic integration, the market has been expanded. So company of a particular nation is not restricted to sell their goods in their own nation. So they can freely sell their goods to the member countries, to the country which are having a common agreement. So they can easily trade, they can easily sell their product into the other countries' market also. So through economic integration, regional economic integration, trade has been created. And the country which is not economically sound are given a scope to sell their products into the other market. So through this, trade has been created and economic benefits has been driven. Second is employment opportunities. Since uh, area of operation is expanded, one country can have their market operations into another country, and through this the country which is having unemployment issue, so economic employment opportunities are generated. So a country, suppose a country through NAFTA, a country which is having a manufacturing unit in US, and when they find it beneficial to manufacture in Mexico, since the labor cost in Mexico is cheaper than the labor cost in US. So the company of US will be establishing their manufacturing unit in Mexico. And when establishing their manufacturing unit in Mexico, so no legal restriction has been there since they have entered into a common agreement. And through this, employment opportunities has been provided to the nationals of Mexico. So that is the biggest advantage of regional economic integration, that employment opportunities are generated. Third, most prominent advantage of regional integration is consensus and cooperation. So when two or more than two countries are coming together, entering into a common agreement, and there may be case that one of the country may be not economically sound, and through entering into a regional integration, so the company countries which are economically sound, technologically developed, so they somehow help their member country, which is not that much economically sound, to develop, to have a proper living standard, to have employment opportunity, to have facility to consume all those goods which are being consumed in developed nation. So through this, a sense of cooperation has been developed, and the economic opportunities has been given to the nation which is not that much economically sound or won't have any economic opportunities. So through regional integration, uh, so they can access to each another country's market. Technology can be shared. Manufacturing can be unit can be established without going into lethargy, illegal compliances for establishing manufacturing unit. Work force can move from one nation to another nation. So through this, a cooperation is being developed, and one of the member countries which is not that much economically sound will be given a platform to perform well and earn economic benefits. There's certain disadvantage of economic integration is, or the first and most prominent is trade diversion. Now we need to understand the meaning of trade diversion. Trade diversion means, suppose in case of European Union, there are almost 23 or 27 countries are there, and they are doing trade among themselves. So no country is doing trade with other countries. So in European Union, most of the trade, 90% of the trade is happening among that 27 countries only. So that is trade diversion. If a one country wants to do trade with the non-member country or any country except that 27 countries, so that is not happening. So trade has been diverted and it has been restricted towards the members of that particular agreement only. So trade has been diverted. So that is one of the example, one of the reason for the exit of Britain from the European Union. So Britain has been exited from the European Union, and one of the reason is trade diversion. Since Britain is doing most of the trade with the member countries of European Union, and he's not doing trade with rest of the countries of the world. So his trade has been diverted and it has been restricted towards the member countries of European Union only. So it's not happening. It's not helping Britain to explore the rest of the world to gain economic benefits by selling and exporting their goods to rest of the world and generating more economic benefits. So trade diversion happens. That is one of the restriction or demerit of uh, regional integration. Employment shift happens uh, since the workforce can travel easily from one country to another country. Factors of production can be moved from one country to another country. And if suppose in European Union there is no requirement of visa for traveling from one country to another country, a member of any particular country, a national of any particular country of European Union can travel freely to all the member countries of European Union, and he can seek any employment into any nation without going and taking any approval. So the workforce of one country can freely travel to the another country and seek the job in another country. So employment has been shifted. So the workforce has been shifted from their own country to another country. And that case, the nationals of home country will be having lack of job opportunity since it is being grabbed by the nationals of another country. So that's employment shift somehow hampers the employment for the home country, although it benefits another country nationals, but it somehow uh, create a kind of lack of opportunities for the nationals of home country. So that is one of the demerits. And loss of national sovereignty. So that is another the demerit since the people can travel from one country to another country freely. Trade can happen, manufacturing can be established. So through this, the national sovereignty being at stake. So through the regional economic integration, loss of national sovereignty can happen. So that should be taken care of.